Well, hey, man, it's Jamie. That's me here. Welcome back to my channel. Let's go ahead and have us a quick chat about some real housewives, honey. Let's talk about it. All right, y'all. This quick chat is primarily going to be about the ladies over there on Beverly Hills, honey. So we're definitely going to be talking about the ladies. But before I get into them, let's go ahead and talk about Miss Katie Rost. Y'all know Miss Katie Rost was a part of Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm not gonna lie, I do miss me some Katie on the show, but after she kind of went on a rant regarding the producers, I'm not sure if they're gonna have Miss Katie back anytime soon or ever. All right, but I have definitely been missing me some Katie, and shout out to Katie and this cute fro that she's rocking, honey. It seems like it may have taken her some time to get in touch with that side of her life, but it's cute. I like the fro that she's rocking, so I wanted to make sure that I put it up there, okay, because she looks really good. All right, now where she's not looking so good is right here. All right, she took to her social media to say, first real fight I've had in a long time. That wasn't with myself. And guys, don't fight the law, because in this case, the law won. Okay, now shout out to Reality Entertainment TV for capturing this. I'm not sure who Miss Katie got in a fight with, but she's sitting up there talking about don't fight the law. So Miss Katie, was you up there fighting the law? Is that what you're letting us know, that in the law did this to you, child? Or was you out there just fighting somebody and then you ended up getting arrested? I want to believe the latter part, okay? You was out there throwing hands and ended up getting arrested. Miss Katie, you got to be careful out here in these streets, girl. You have to be very careful about what you out here doing in these streets. I hope that all is going well with Katie and her children. Y'all know the daddy ended up snatching the kids up, from my understanding, I believe, or at least he wanted her. I think she had like twins and then another child, so there were issues going on with that. I think the dad came and got his kids, but I'm hoping that her relationship and things are getting a bit better. All right, as far as her kids are concerned, child, girl, she out here throwing hands and stuff, Miss Katie. Let us go ahead and move on. Let's go ahead and talk about Miss Kim. Miss Kim Zolciak sitting over there. Child, I wanted to say she was sitting over there with Real Housewives of Atlanta, but obviously she's not over there, and she may be very tardy for the party, as that has been canceled. So she's not really doing a whole lot. But she decided to answer a few questions on her Instagram. And one of the questions that was asked was, would you ever return to Real Housewives of Atlanta? Her response is, with the original cast, maybe. I'd really have to think. But it's a hard no otherwise, meaning she's not interested in filming with any of the ladies on the show. She did an interview with somebody not too long ago this year, asking, they asked her about, I guess, some of the people that were still on the show that she liked. I feel like Porsha was probably the only person that she said she liked. So she's not featuring anybody on Real Housewives of Atlanta at this time. She don't want to be a part of Nene got going on. But it sounds like she would consider filming with Nene. And when you say old girls, who are you referring to as old girls? Because I feel like Kandi is also an old girl. So would you be filming with her as well? Or are you merely just speaking on the ladies you came into the show with the very first season? Now, I think that those ladies that came in for the very first season still have an audience. I feel like Bravo could probably create another, y'all know how like 90 Day Fiance got all these dang old spinoffs. Y'all see how Love After Lockup got Life After Lockup. So I mean there's room for these ladies from the first season to be a part of a new show, a new project. And y'all should consider that. Go back there and see what Miss Nene talking about. But I will say, since the passing of Greg, which happened earlier this week, I believe it happened on September 1st, unfortunately, Nene may take a complete break from a lot of stuff, because y'all know Greg was her ride or die. He was her best friend in all things. She might not even be open to doing another show at this time, or in the near future. She probably wouldn't, but I don't think that would be a bad idea. I don't care wholeheartedly to see Kim on the TV screen, but if she was on the TV screen, I would like her to be amongst individuals that I like, or at least that I would not mind watching, like Nene. Right? I think Nene would be great. Possibly Sheree, but Sheree may be going back to Real Housewives of Atlanta. So I wouldn't mind that at all. But like I said, y'all know Greg just passed away. That was her best friend. He supported her in all things. So it's definitely going to be a tough time for her as she transitions throughout life, being, with herself, being a widow. So she may not even be open to any opportunities like that at this time or in the near future, you know. So we'll just have to wait and see, honey. But I feel like Andy, y'all need to be paying attention to the old head girls and pull it together and create something. We don't want to see just no ultimate girls trip. Okay, for a week of shooting that y'all probably stretch out over the course of 1 month. No, sir. Okay, give us some other content with the ladies. And primarily, I'm really just speaking on Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's all I got, honey. Let's go ahead and move on and talk about Miss Lisa Rinna. Lisa Rinna over there on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Y'all already know how I feel about Miss Lisa Rinna. If you don't, please take the time out to go and watch my latest review on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and probably those that came before it too, because I definitely feel a way about Miss Lisa Rinna, honey. Okay, let's get into it with Miss Lisa Rinna. So Reality Blurb is reporting that Lisa Rinna is claiming that she was set up by a photo agency in a $1.2 million lawsuit. Okay, so for me, I just feel like, Lisa, girl, you got issues of your own. Why you over here worried about Miss Sutton? Why you trying to pass the bell to Miss Sutton and being all over here with your Google alerts when it comes down to Erika and her business? You got your own stuff going on that you need to worry about and that you need to focus on. Okay, so she says that the lawsuit is against her over copyright infringement claims. Okay, now let me go ahead. Okay, thanks. Let me go ahead and read on. So Reality Blurb is saying that the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star was hit with a federal lawsuit in June of this year after Backgrid USA Incorporated accused her of copyright infringement. They claim Lisa has been using images they snapped of her on her Instagram account without permission. The company is requesting a jury trial. Now, okay, this is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, girl, it's images of me. Do I not own my likeness that I can't even post pictures up of me? Did you want me to sit up there and say, did you want me to CC y'all or give y'all credit on the image or something? Is that what you wanted? Like, what is that about? Okay, they're saying that Rinna violated a federal law by willfully infringing Backgrid's copyrights to at least 8 photographs on at least Rinna's Instagram account. Moreover, Rinna induced, caused, or materially contributed to the reproduction, distribution, and public display of the Rinna photographs. All while knowing or having reason to know the infringement on her account was without permission, consent, or license. So obviously when she took these photos, she must have signed off on not using them in any other facet, on any other platform, knowing that they are taking these pictures for their own portfolio. Even if they are of her, she can't use it. That's crazy. I couldn't be the judge. Let me have been a judge, baby. What is this about? Oh, baby, let me go ahead and pack this up and ship it out. Okay, and y'all trying to sue this woman for $1.2 million for images of herself? That's bogus in my opinion. But y'all photographers out there that know more about that photography law and things like that, copyright infringement, y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments on this, okay? Because this here don't make no sense. I hate to say it because I feel like I'm defending Miss Lisa, even though y'all know how I feel. I would feel set up too. Goddamn, like how you gonna take pictures of me and probably ask me which ones I want to have edited or whatever, or maybe y'all chose which ones y'all want to edit it. Y'all can put the pictures of me on y'all site, but I can't put it on my Instagram page. Woo, honey, girl, it's gonna get real dangerous out here in these streets, honey, because in a minute ain't nobody gonna be able to use no photos of nobody unless you pay for the photos, okay? And they're gonna be having issues with Google because Google put all kind of images up, and people just copy them and upload them or whatever and use them. Child, these folks said, not over here, you know, we gonna sue you for $1.2 million if you ain't get our consent and our permission to use any of it. No, ma'am. So, girl, that is dangerous, in my opinion, child. Let's go ahead and move on. Lisa Rinna, girl, good luck. Whew. And let's move on, child. Let's talk about Miss Ericka Jayne, because Miss Ericka Jayne had some things to get off her chest when she was up there on Twitter, honey, when she was watching the latest episode of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Okay, so Reality Blurb is also saying, child, that Ericka Jayne suggests she'll confront Kyle Richards for talking about her on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I don't know how they got that from the tweet that she said, because I have a completely different question, okay? She also addresses the confrontation with Sutton, and she slams dumb BITs who are spreading conspiracy theories. Girl, ain't nobody spreading no conspiracy theories more than you're spreading your lies. What are you saying here? Let's get into it. Ericka Jayne is sharing where she stands with Sutton while defending herself against fan backlash, as she also promises to address what Kyle Richards has had to say about her legal issues. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. Ericka put up a tweet, and I'm gonna read these tweets to y'all because I don't have them on the screen. But the first tweet that she said is, "God forbid I fight for myself," with the rolling eye emoji. "Stop thinking I'll quit just because you think I should. F that." Okay. "Thank you to everyone that is supportive and understanding. I will not be stopped." Girl, somebody gonna stop you, but if you feel like you're not gonna be stopped, who are we, girl? Somebody, a fan ended up, hitting her up and saying Sutton is the only one strong enough to say what others said behind closed doors. It's not about you fighting for yourself. It's about you genuinely responding to friends' questions and concerns. And then Miss Ericka said, "Girl, we not friends. In case you did not notice, girl, I am not friends with these ladies, or at least Miss Sutton. I'm not friends with her. So what do you mean it's about me answering questions or responding to, what my friends' concerns and questions are? What do you mean? Because we not friends." This is what Miss Ericka is saying. She also goes on to make sure that she at Miss Sutton and give her a piece of her mind. Child, let me tell y'all, Miss Ericka is definitely on Sutton's head, and I'm looking forward to this reunion, to seeing how this is going to play out. And Miss Sutton, I want you to definitely have all of that energy you have behind closed doors or whatever, whenever you're talking to the girls. I want you to have all of that energy on the reunion. Don't let this girl try and back you up into a corner and make you change your train of thought or any of that. Okay, so Miss Ericka says, wrong. Sutton tried to give an early sanitized version of what she said to Kyle, and I wasn't having it. Kyle Richards finally got it out of her at the table. Don't be fooled. And she was actually responding to someone a fan that sent her a message, and they said, wow, Kyle Richards, what an asshole. Sutton tried to talk to Ericka, and she shut her down immediately. I would never talk to Kyle again if I were you, Sutton. And that's when Ericka told her, "No, you wrong," because Sutton tried to give me a sanitized version of what she told Kyle. Okay, and Kyle called her out and got the information out of her. I just feel like, and I'm gonna say this again, I'm sure when I get to the after show, I just feel like, no, Kyle knew what she was doing, because Ericka, you start going around the table asking people, why are you doing this? 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 And then Kyle finally spoke up. But the reason Kyle spoke up was because you started to group her in with everybody else as though she was attacking you, and she wanted the heat to be off her tail, and she wanted to put it off on Sutton, like this was all Sutton's idea. And this is all on her, when a lot of them were sitting in that room and they were agreeing that a lot of these stories that you've been telling and what's been coming out in the news is not making sense. So Kyle definitely did that to get the heat off her own ass. All right. So somebody else goes on to say to Ericka, you don't be fooled, because she's telling people don't be fooled. And they said, no, you don't be fooled. Kyle talked smacked about you too. She was in agreement with what the other ladies were saying about you. And Dory talked about you and backpedaled in front of the world. And this is what Ericka said, don't worry, we'll get into that. But I'm like, what are you actually going to get into? Are you going to get into Dory actually backpedaling, or are you actually going to get into Kyle talking about you behind your back? So I feel like that statement does, like how she answered that, doesn't confirm that she's gonna, check Kyle for her actions. I feel like she's probably gonna come for Dory, because Dory is probably an easier person for her to come after. We shall see. Y'all let me know. In previous episodes, has Kyle and Ericka going up against each other at all? Let me know in previous seasons, not episodes, but previous seasons. Let me know. And Ericka pretty much closes out the night by telling Twitter goodbye, and then she says, "I'm going to enjoy myself. Y'all dumb BITs with the conspiracy theories. We'll keep at it all night. Just check back in the morning," is what she's saying. Girl, the way Miss Ericka be up here reading, I be like, girl, who are your black friends? Tell us who are your black friends, because you definitely be gathering the girls at times. I will definitely give you that, honey, because girl, she said some things to Miss Sutton, and I was like, okay, Miss Ericka is definitely bad it. Or are you just bad it with the individuals that come off as weaker than you, as you may think? Y'all let me know, honey. Let's go ahead and move on to this after show. Let's talk about Real Housewives Beverly Hills after show. The after show for me didn't really give like Real Housewives of Potomac be giving, right? It didn't give what needed to have been gave. But we'll go ahead and make some things work. So Lisa, Rinna, and the Bell. I did not like that Bell thing because I didn't like the how she was ringing it in Sutton's face, like all up in here with yours. But they also said that Lisa was drunk as well. So Lisa be doing too much when she not drunk and when she drunk. I ain't got time for Lisa, okay? They speak on Sutton saying, excuse me, I have the Bell, right? Because Dory and Miss Ericka was going at it. You know, they had some words, not so much as going at it, but, you know, basically this was the time when Dory decided to speak up and say that she actually agrees with what Sutton is saying. Like, we all have questions pretty much. And so when Ericka chimed in, Dory tried to let her, not Dory, but Sutton tried to let her know, girl, I have the Bell. And Ericka said, I don't give what you got. I don't care about what you have. Sutton said she wanted to be the front runner for the discussion because she was the person that really brought it to the table. She says that she wasn't expecting Ericka to come at her in the way that she did because she thought that they were friends. And Garcelle also was shocked as well. So I'm wondering, were neither of them around when Ericka has probably snapped off on the other ladies? So for y'all to act like y'all were so surprised. I mean, and then why, even if that wasn't the case, why would you act like you're so surprised now when she snapped off on her ass at the table the other day? Maybe that's the part they were surprised about. Not so much as what happened that night at the dinner, but more so what happened, you know, during the daytime at Lisa's beauty party. What else do we have here? So they speak on the side convo that Sutton tried to have with Ericka. She said she did not like the small town statement. I didn't really see that, girl, you from a small town. But like I said, amongst these rich white ladies, amongst them, that probably is the shade of it all, okay? It sounds like she wanted to excuse that comment that came from Ericka, because she went home feeling like she was attacked. She was like, I feel attacked, but then at the same time, let me just chill because, you know, she's going through a lot. But once she tried to have that conversation with her at the table before everybody really sat down, she tried to have a conversation with Ericka, and Ericka wasn't featuring it. So from there, I think, you know, when she felt Ericka's energy, that's when she felt the need to bring back up that small town statement. Kathy, though, overall, she didn't want none of these arguments to take place at the table. That's why she cut off Miss Dory to begin with. She didn't want any of this to happen, and then she even spoke on that, and they showed that she spoke on, you know, like them just coming together and really just having dinner, basically. Kathy really just felt like, listen, my house too expensive for all this rah-rah shit. Okay, y'all do that in y'all low-budget homes. That's how Kathy was feeling. Don't bring all that heat. Don't bring that extraness over here to my house, honey. Don't do it, okay? Y'all can't even afford to argue in this space. But it still went down, child. I ain't got time. So Kyle spoke on calling out Sutton, and she said that she was frustrated with Sutton because Sutton had a big old voice behind Erica's back, but in her face, she would kind of like, woo, 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 you know, kind of like tiptoe around it. And I'm sorry, I have to agree with Kyle on that. I feel like Sutton was kind of like rephrasing what she was saying. Like when she talked to the other lady, she was more direct. But when she got with Ericka, she wasn't as direct. I feel like when she asked all those questions, though, she was clear. But I mean, she eventually got to the point, but I wanted her to be straightforward and like not dibble or dabble, not make Ericka feel good in this moment, because Ericka didn't give a damn about how you were going to feel in this moment. Okay, so that's how I was feeling about that. Dorit chimes in and says that it's a really sticky situation to have conversations about somebody behind someone's back. And then says, because it's going to come back up. I say, you better know it's going to come back up. That's why your ass chose to speak up at that table. That's what that was. Okay, you wanted to go and get it out now before you get to that reunion. Okay, girl. Bye. So then Garcelle also speaks on how she did not like the fact that Sutton was being singled out when they were over at Kathy's house. Was it Kathy's house? No, they went over to Crystal's house. She didn't like that Sutton was being singled out in that fashion. But what I also learned during this sit down or this after show is that Garcelle never went back and told Sutton anything of what those ladies said. So for Sutton, this was her first time hearing about it. And I was actually surprised by that. And I'm just kind of wondering, I know Garcelle is Team Sutton, but I'm wondering how much of Team Sutton is Garcelle. She says that she is, but how much of Team Sutton are you? Because you should have told her. You should have went and told your girl that they were sitting up there talking about her. But I guess she didn't, because she probably was afraid of Sutton bringing it up again, and then she's going to have an issue with somebody else. And Garcelle probably was trying to stay out of the BS. Okay, but I'm just like, girl, you say you Team Sutton, but I ain't really see you have her back wholeheartedly at the table that night. And then here it is, you ain't need to tell your girl about what it was they were saying. I guess she figured, girl, she'll see it. Child, I ain't finna get involved in this. She'll see it. Okay. So that's really all that happened. The after show was very quick. I know they shot a lot of stuff, but they only gave us roughly about 18 minutes, I think, from the after show. Whereas when it comes to Real Housewives of Potomac, they gave us like 20-some minutes of that. And when I go to Bravo's channel, I'm like, how is it that Real Housewives of Potomac got less views than Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? Child, I guess I didn't really know how many people was really into the show, child. But anywho, that's all that I have on the Real Housewives segment, honey. Y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below on everything that I discussed on the quick chat. I'm Jayme, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.